Hey YouTubers, it's me, Mustin, coming at you this time not through the power of Bandicam, but through the power of video camera. And as you can see by the title, I'm going on a trip to Rhode Island today. So, I'm just climbing in the vehicle right now. Sorry, my hand was right there. And, yeah. Gonna go back to you guys later. Alright, I am back. As you can see, that other part I decided to cut it short because it was kind of dark in there and I didn't know what else to say. But we're just driving down this road right here. It's relatively close by our neighborhood and we're on the trail. We're getting closer to being there, even though we still have a long ways to go. Some nice looking trees. A lot of birch out here. And oak. A lot of oak too. We just got off our road and are now going even faster now, as you guys can see. The road is also a little bit bigger. So yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, some nice looking trees. It's the beginning of autumn. Some of the leaves are starting to turn orange. This is why we picked today to go. You can see the leaves. A nice looking brown barn right there. As you can see, I just got my clipboard here, my green clipboard. Yeah. And then, yeah, because I just like to draw when we go places. I'm gonna check on you guys later though. Alright guys, we're about to get on to the interstate. Hopefully the song in the background does not get me any copyright strikes. Probably won't though, because I ain't monetized yet. I'm almost there. Just a little bit of traffic. Finally, we're on the interstate now. Traffic wasn't too terribly bad, but here we are. We're on I-95.
Continue straight.
The leaves are starting to turn a little orange. I feel like a railroad. It's really cool. Wow, these leaves are very orange.
Yeah.
Looks good. We'll be staying on I-95 for a big part of our trip. Interstate 95 runs all along the east coast of the United States, from Miami to somewhere in Maine. That's pretty cool. It's a really long interstate. I'll check back with you guys later. Guys, we're almost to New Hampshire. This bridge up here that you can see is border of New Hampshire. This river marks the border here. As you can see, it's kind of tried through this video, so it's kind of blurry. Oh, there's better now. I'm having trouble figuring out what to focus on. But yes, we are in New Hampshire now, people. Hooray! It's awesome. Even though there's a big wall on the camera, see. Okay, the wall ended. It's awesome now. We're in New Hampshire. Only a few more states to go. Then we will be there. And probably several hours of driving. So there's still a long way to go. Well, we've been driving for a while now, and we are finally in Massachusetts. which is where one of the players that plays on our Minecraft server lives in. And as you can see, there's the text right here. That's the IP of the server. It's Open World. It's the one that I make some of my videos on. Yeah, it's very good that we're finally in Massachusetts now. Nice looking road ahead. You know, it looks like an interstate. But yeah, not too terribly long till we get to Boston. That's pretty exciting in my opinion. Because it's a landmark on our trip. There's looking reeds right there. Some water grass. Some nice looking trees too. It's interesting because these trees are less orange than the ones that we saw a few miles north of here, but still, but the trees we saw a few miles north from here were more orange than the ones back at home. It's kind of interesting, considering that we're further south. My mom suggested it's because there might be more pine trees where we live, and there's less pine trees now, so we noticed the orange trees more. Definitely makes sense. And there's a couple trees with a little bit of orange on them. Some nice Massachusetts countryside. Yeah, usually we think of maybe Boston when we think of Massachusetts. But I don't see any buildings right now. I don't see any skyscrapers. All I see is oak trees and interstate and an off-ramp right there. We've been driving now for probably I'd say another maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. But we're kind of in Boston now. Just zoom in for you right there. So as you can see, there's a lot more city now than there was back there. Right now we're on US 1. We got off I-95. We got onto US 1 because apparently there's some construction going on in the tunnel that I-95 goes under, that goes under the city of Boston. So we were unable to take that. It's closed due to construction. So that kind of sucks. Just hoping to go through there. But, city of Boston. Looking great, if you ask me. I've always thought it was awesome and really fun when we were driving, and we always arrived in a big city when we were driving through it. Always have. So yeah, just gonna sort of give you guys a nice view out my window right here. Not really much to see. There's a wall. Okay, now there's no wall. Kind of hard to see. It's a little bit bright. And as you can see there's the Boston skyline. Yeah, this is awesome. There. And then it's kind of hard to see, but over there you got the countryside and pretty much everything else. Alright, it's only been a few minutes, but we're going into a tunnel. We're going into a tunnel, you guys. And because US 1 goes through a tunnel here. It's not a very big one, but it's a tunnel, so that's pretty cool. So we got to go through a tunnel today at some point. That was awesome. And look at all this complex highway system right here, as well as the city over here. And it looks like a factory right there. See the factory? We're going through pretty tight turns right here.
Continue onto I-93 South.
You know, it's crazy. And here's another look at Boston skyline. It's a little bit bumpy. It's on my iPad, which is what I'm using for the camera. That's why it's a little bit shaky. It's a little bit bumpy. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. It's kind of blurry, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world. And here we come on another tunnel. We're going through another tunnel right here, this time on I-90. Slowing down a little bit.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
As you can see, there's a bit of a traffic jam. I think there was something going on back there. There was a fire engine, so yeah, maybe something's going on. But the traffic has cleared up a little bit, and we're moving quicker. Gonna film this whole tunnel we're going through because this is something interesting to record, I think, and then I can splice it together with all the other clips, and then my first vlog ever will be finished. This is pretty exciting for me because I'm branching out and doing some different types of content. Sorry, it was a little bit tilted to the side. And it's a little bit blurry. And we're making a turn right now. I'm gonna continue looking toward the side. Hey, look, we're getting out of the tunnel, people. This is awesome. Even though it's probably a little bit blurry because the camera's having trouble focusing. Crane right there. That's pretty cool. See, they're building something right there. And here's the city once again. I know I've showed it several times, but this is something interesting to record and show you guys. Gonna cut to the next scene now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next part, and goodbye.